Okay, we're ready to start. Hello, everyone. Okay, I love that I started the stream 3 minutes early so that I could run a 3 minute ad before the actual stream started at exactly 8:30. And the 3 minute ad took so long to run that it actually took 3 more minutes than it should have. Cool. In other news, some of you might be interested in hearing that today at work, in my stand up meeting, I almost said, "Hey bro," instead of "Hello team." I don't know where it came from, but it almost happened. And also, I would hate to start a live stream by saying, "I told you so. I was right all along." But hey, I told you so. I was right all along. What do you know? What do you fucking know? A few months, weeks, I said that Sam Altman was 100% going to capitalize on people treating ChatGPT like a partner, and that his response to that being, "Oh, people are doing that? Oh, damn, I had no idea. Oh, I guess we'll have to look into it," was complete and utter bullshit. I told you so. I was right. It could have been seen from not even a mile away, from halfway across the world. It's not like I'm some Nostradamus type. It's just that fucking obvious. It was that fucking obvious that someone as fucking as him and the people who run his company would have seen a bad situation happening and been like, "How can we capitalize on this? How can we make it even worse?" Clankers can't do erotica? You would be surprised. Because when I was looking for this, DuckDuckGo, you all know it's a horrible fucking search engine. So I was looking for the search was ChatGPT erotica, by the way, or OpenAI erotica. I don't remember exactly which one, but a different TechCrunch article came up on how it was super easy for teenagers to use ChatGPT for that purpose. Interesting. Interesting. Cool. Anyway, also, another thing that is kind of being buried by the fact that ChatGPT is going to be able to sext you is the fact that they're introducing age gating, which most likely means yet another company that you will need to submit your ID in order to use their fucking services. Because that's great, right? AI and having your ID, nothing can go wrong there. Another thing I saw in this article was that the announcement is a notable pivot from OpenAI's month-long efforts to address the concerning relationship that some mentally unstable users have developed with ChatGPT. This is absolutely not fucking true. This is a fucking lie. Because it is not a pivot. A pivot would be if they had really been trying to address it. But, oh, that's happening? Oh, I guess we'll have to do something about it. Is not really addressing anything. Yeah, targeting minor. They're not targeting minors. At the very least. You know, but in exchange, you have to give them your government ID, most likely. Most likely. Another big reason why people seek connection but they're disconnected from the other person's worldview, well, no, not really. More so, it's that any of these apps that claim to give you connection actually just want to keep you on these apps as much as possible. So all dating apps, all social media apps, they don't want you to actually connect with people. They want you to get the impression that you're connecting with people. What are you doing? Are you good? He's been acting weird all afternoon. I don't know what's up with him. The purpose of those apps is to make you feel more connected while making you more disconnected. So the fact that this is happening cannot really be chalked up to like mentally unstable users who misuse ChatGPT. First off, it's no longer misusing ChatGPT, it is now just using ChatGPT because this is now part of their business model. Now they're explicitly allowing this kind of stuff. But also, it is just a result of what the tech industry has been doing for years. It's not mentally unstable people. It's not like, I don't want to say about like percentages, but like a large amount of people feel very disconnected from other people. And this kind of shit is probably a lot more common than you think. And if they add this, it's gonna be way more common. This is literally so fucking evil. This shit right here is so fucking evil. I know I don't hate saying I told you so because I did, and I was right. What happened with the safety? There's never been any safety involved. Never been any ethics, any morals involved in the creation of AI. That's never been a thing, especially for Sam Altman, for ChatGPT, and for all the other AI companies. Like this, that has never been a thing. Not for a second have they ever considered safety, morality, or ethics. That's never been a concern to them. Not for half a second have they even stopped to think, hey, should we maybe not fucking do this? Hey, isn't it concerning how many people have been driven to suicide by ChatGPT and other AIs? Well, isn't it concerning how many people are dating our fucking AI? No, it's not. Let's make them have sex with them? Sorry, not sex. Sexting. There was a video by Palantir or another AI company convincing people empowered to not regulate AI or collection of data to train AI. That's another thing. Like the collection of data to train AI is just something else entirely. Also, I don't remember the exact product, but a few months ago, when yet another like generative AI company launched a new product or a new version of their product, whatever it was, one of these like super photorealistic image generators. I kept seeing a bunch of people on TikTok being like, oh my god, this is actually so scary because it can generate completely realistic images. Look at this image. It looks real, right? It's not. It's created by AI. And now you can create it too if you use my discount code. That's genuinely what those were literally ads. They were not as obvious as I made it, but like they were actually advertising while claiming that, oh my god, it's so scary. Let's have a serious conversation about this, or use the product that I'm advertising. So literally no morality, no ethics, none of that has ever been involved in the creation of AI. There's a higher chance of AI by itself developing morality, just out of fucking nowhere, than them actually making a morally okay-ish product. All right. Psychosis as a marketing strategy is something I never understood. Made it attempts to seek curiosity. It's fucking exploiting people. It's literally just exploiting people. The whole point is, again, they saw people fucking dating their AI and they were like, Let's take it to the next level. Let's make it dirty too. Keep them even more hooked. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? I don't think they addressed the teenager who killed himself because the AI told him to. Which one? Which one of the multiple ones that have had this happen? Just recently there was a story of a guy who like... No, which one of the teenagers that has killed himself as a result of AI are you talking about? Because there have been multiple ones. The first one that I heard of was like a guy that was talking to character AI thinking he was talking to Daenerys Targaryen and she told him to like kill himself. Which is probably something that Daenerys Targaryen would say, but like it's not probably something that anyone should fucking say. And since then it's just kept happening more and more and more. There was a story of a guy who killed himself and his mother because he thought she was a Chinese spy. He was white. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That the implication is there. As to how, again, because ChatGPT like encouraged his delusion. So amazing. Yeah, things are going great. The tech industry is such a vibrant and beautiful place to be in. I love it here. So fucking amazing. Anyway, let's move on. Let's properly move on and probably complain about AI a whole bunch throughout, but not right now. So, do I have any announcements for the system? I just pushed a some not UI improvements, GPU improvements, optimizations and whatnot that were part of a pull request, alongside fixes for the Raspberry Pi 5's GPU. It made me want to cry when I saw my Raspberry Pi 5 working again. Because it's so fucking slow. It's... It's a pain in the ass. But at least it's working. I guess I can use it without using the UI part of it. Hey, no break. So at the very least, that's there. But they deprecated the mailbox entirely, it seems. So yeah, there's nothing I can do, essentially, to have a half decent GPU on the Raspberry Pi 5. All I can do is wait for my Clockwork, whatever the fuck it was called, device that's powered by a Raspberry Pi 4 and use that. It's a good dog. He says thank you. He's acting kind of weird today. I don't know. He's like scared of something. Not sure what's going on with him. He might be going through something today. Cute carpet. Oh. Yeah, he acts like a carpet, but no, that's a living carpet. He's awake though. He's awake a lot. You guys just don't see it. Sometimes he's just awake staring out to the void. Sometimes he's awake staring out into a different void. Sometimes he sunbathes. He has a lot of toys and he only plays with them when I'm on a phone call or a meeting where I need to have my microphone on exclusively during those times. And he does sleep a lot, I guess. Fine. Okay. That's it for announcements for the system. I'm gonna... I mentioned this yesterday on Discord, but to fix the syscall problem entirely, that the fact that we can't have nested syscalls, I'm going to change all the syscalls in the kernel so that they're directly called a function instead of using a syscall. He's acting so weird today. Not even scared. He's just like... I don't even know how to describe it. Like quiet? Don't know what's going on with him. Might be going through something. Okay. That's it for the system. Then for the... Oh my god. Why is it so hot mid-October? Jesus Christ. Oh, I fucking hate this weather. Okay. Valid crash out aside. That's it for announcements for the system. So for the past 15 days, I've been working on this little game in which we have implemented all of these things. And we have these things which are extras. So we're gonna start, well, not really. The map and assets are kind of like important. So are the, you know, I don't know, audio and sound effects and stuff. But they're extra in the sense that you can play the game without them. Ideally, you have a map, something going on in the map, because right now it's very empty. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And we're hopefully going to be making some very simple assets for it. Also, I live in Spain, and that's why it's so fucking hot all the time. That's why I'm literally have a fan pointed at me at the highest speed. It's not a very good fan, to be fair, but still. And also, not gonna lie, this fucking thing that I'm wearing, hotter than I expected it to be. Also, it's really weird, because it's a hoodie, but it's cropped. So, like, you're cold from your belly button to your waist, but hot from that to your neck. Really fucking weird. Anyway. Map and art and assets. So hopefully today we're going to be taking it a little bit slower, a little bit more chill. I do need that because I'm not going to lie, I haven't super enjoyed working on this game. Not as much as I have enjoyed working on the operating system that powers the whole game. So that's kind of interesting because I am a game developer, but nowadays I'm more of an operating system developer. And I'm enjoying that a lot more. Or at the very least, I don't know, I found the game a little bit more taxing than the system itself. Although I like working on it, I have to admit also, the game idea itself is not something I'm super excited about, so that probably isn't helping. This is not what I was looking for. Get the fuck out of here with your AI, bro. You do not need that many tabs? I do. Excuse you, and I need all of these too. This drawing, clearly very important. You can tell by how straight those lines are. They're straighter than me, I can tell you that much, but... This is not what I was looking for. What was the name of the damn program that I used? Pixel art. Okay, that's the name of it. That definitely isn't helping, that little amount of tabs. That's nowhere near as many tabs as I have on my... Is that a sexy Phantom of the Opera? That's like the opposite of what he's supposed to look like. But I digress. Let's not look at that. We're here to draw much shittier art, because despite it not being biblically accurate, it is still pretty cool drawing. Actually, I want to see what people are making. Damn. These look so cool. Brazilian pink bloom tarantula. Close relative of the similarly looking Colombian lesser black tarantula. Okay. Oh no, okay. Maybe we're not gonna scroll through here a whole lot. We don't know what we're gonna encounter. Or actually we do, which is why we're not gonna do it. That was relatively tame, but I'm not willing to risk it any more than that. Okay, so let's look at real art, not that fucking thing that we saw before. This is real art. Look at it. Look at that. We can have a t-shirt for it. Oh, we can have it on a mug. We can have the nugget on a mug. On a phone case. I love that that's very clearly your image just painted onto the t-shirt. It even goes over the wrinkles. Cool. Well, anyway. This incredible masterpiece right here. Masterpiece is the correct word. Thank you. Took the words right out of my mouth. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. No, actually, we're supposed to create a new one. New drawing. I think you can clear the entire drawing. That's still saved somewhere else, right? So I think we're good. Let's see. We have a TV, we have a fridge, and we have a bed. So I'm gonna want to create assets for those. Don't know what the bed is supposed to look like from the side so that it doesn't look... Because even this looks super simple. Nobody's done fridges? Come on. Fridge pixel art is like... booming industry. These people are too busy drawing fucking furry art in pixel art to draw the real important shit like fridges. Alright. TV pixel art. Let me see what people got going on. That looks really cool. Alright. Both excited and terrified to be doing art. Let's say more excited than terrified, just for fun. Petition to start a fridge simping campaign. Let's. Actually, what happens if I search for it here? Fridge pixel art. See, it came up as a suggestion, so clearly that's a thing that people are doing. See? That's... literally everyone, like, needs fridge pixel art in their lives. Okay, I have to say, this looks really simple. Deceptively simple. To the point that it scares me, because I feel like I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna end up with another fucking nugget. Although I have to admit I've never been good at drawing humans. So that's kind of my fault. But The gallery in pixel art has some fridges. See, I to be fair, I was looking for patterns. This is patterns. This isn't the actual gallery. And yeah, because I saw none of these are pixel art, but oh wait, never mind. I saw the red logo and I thought it was pixel art, but this one is. This one was Pinterest. All right, this one's sad. Why is he sad? Wait, why can't I edit it? What the fuck? No. All right, let's start with the TV. Yep. We're gonna start with the TV. Oh, and of course, the other one that I wanted to see. What did I do? Oh, bed pixel art. It's my nationality. Italian Venezuelan, and I live in Spain. Okay. This is what I'm going for. Like a side of a bed. Or, you know, this. This is more likely. I'll go with this one. Cause yeah. Don't want to have another nugget on our hands. Should I improve those drawings? At the very least, I should give them hands. I just don't know how to do hands in pixel art. Maybe we're gonna scramble some eggs. Where was I going with that sentence? No idea. My accent was similar to yours. Where are you from? I'm scared to start. Brazil. Interesting. Why am I not drawing right now? I fucking hate using editors that I don't know. Why is it rainbow? It's not even rainbow, it's like neon colors, but why? Am I not? Okay, right now it's white, which it doesn't look oh! Oh, it's dark reader. That's the problem. Wait, just turn that on and just, only for pixel art, turn it off? Is that how that works, or? No, that, I think. Anyway. Alright, now it works fine. Now that's better. Because that didn't make any sense. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna start a TV and it's gonna be black. Alright, there we go. Many people have recommended Aseprite software. Oh, hold on. Someone else just said it in chat before and I forgot to check it out. So thank you for... Oh, that's on Steam. Wait, yes, I have a purple link. So people have recommended this before. I think it's paid on Steam, but there is a trial version. Oh, it is for Linux. Okay. All right, let's give it a try. Because the other one is not the best. And shut the fuck up about potentially unsafe. It's not more potentially unsafe than Linux is. It's not free, but you can build it from source. I'm okay with paying for it. How much is it? 50 bucks? 16.79. Obviously the 50 bucks was a joke. Or not. Because you never fucking know with Steam. But 16.79 is such a weird price. You would think 19.99 or something like that, but no. Can't save files is a very common limitation of trial versions of software. Okay. New file. But I don't really care about its size because I'm not actually gonna save this. So the interface looks atrocious, to be completely honest. Okay, there is a palette. So that explains. It's also really hard to read, but that might just be my monitor. That might be a Linux issue. Doesn't seem as cool as the other one, to be completely honest. I'm not. Oh, there's the tools. Okay. Wait, okay, no, never mind. Sorry. Rectangle tool. All right. Okay, so there we have our TV. Oh, it cycles. Oh, I see. I think the UI size is just an issue that Linux has. That's definitely not centered. Can I move it? No, I can move the entire drawing. But I can select. And then move. Alright. Go to preferences and change screen scaling. Wait, are you talking about Linux preferences? Because that's gonna be a whole can of worms. Because I have two monitors and either the UI looks very small on one monitor or very big on the other one. No in between. Edit preferences. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. That's a lot easier to use. Thank you. That's our preview. That's our TV. All right. Eraser tool with E. So I want to make that smaller. Okay, you can. All right, all right. The interface made me want to quit it immediately the second I saw it. But now I'm starting to like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like the idea of not having to use a silly service for this. Line tool. Yeah, I know I can't save the image. That's okay. Yes, I just downloaded it. Checking it out for a bit. I might actually buy it and just use this one. Honestly, I'm liking it. Oh, contour. Interesting. I'm not saving this. This is just a practice run. Oh, contour. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's not free. This is a trial version. I can't save my images. Also, if I want to use just any color, I can, right? I don't have to have it in the palette or anything stupid like that. Yeah, we're good. Just I use like a purple, which is not in the palette at all. I can. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. All right. One thing that I find a little weird is that okay, you press U to toggle between like rectangle and filled rectangle, right? So the problem is oh, you can draw multiple ones like that. So the problem is me. You know, I would much rather buy the damn thing that use fucking make. All right. Let's do this thing. Damn it, it didn't show up. But the thing is that wait, okay, hold on. Does it have layers? I'm not seeing any layers. Although I see a layer thing here. New layer. Okay, they appear once you okay. it is supposed to be like an old TV. Although, I probably shouldn't go too far with this. If I want to use it, I should just buy the thing and then use it. Yeah, so, I hate that I can't drag and drop the layers to move them. Can I? Doesn't look like I can. Merge down, flatten visible, but not um or layer order. Oh, that was a layer. Put the mouse above the selection border. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, I did it. Okay, cool. All right, so now I want to go to layer 1, right? And I want to fill paint bucket. It doesn't look like a paint bucket, but that's a paint bucket. Okay, so I want to make the TV purple. So I don't know what else to make it. And select this part and just delete it. Okay. Yuki. Select this part. Can I duplicate it with Alt? No. V and Alt? No. Control D? No. Wait, I have it selected. Okay. I just want to duplicate it. Alright, you know what? Before I do this, let me not waste any more time. Didn't I install it from here? Also, didn't I open Steam? Hello? Damn it. Okay, there it goes. Oh, Steam's not working right now? Even though it's updating a game? Alright, it's updating like a million games. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of games being updated. To be fair, I haven't opened Steam in like a week, but still. Alright. I think it just downloaded. Also didn't see that. Alright. Scale the UI up. Dark. Apply. Much better. Much better. Okay. Gotta uninstall some games off Steam, but we're good. Your game is ready to play. Yeah, because Steam is for games, so. Jesus Christ, I hate the amount of emails I get whenever I buy something on Steam. Okay, let's start with the TV. Could it be too big? I don't know. I think it's good. Background transparent. And let me see the advanced options. You can do double white pixels. Interesting. All right. Okay, so we're going to redo what we did just now. This is why I didn't want to go any further. Let me look at some references. I have to do it right now. Okay. You know what? I like the purple for the TV, so I'm keeping that. No, that's a different purple. It was darker than that. It was a little bit like more towards blue. I got it right the first time. Now I don't like it anymore. Oh well. We can then do Shift U for ellipses, which we can make them a little bit lighter. Way lighter. For some buttons. Sadly, we cannot duplicate. At least I don't think you can. Wait, okay, maybe that's something I gotta search. It's an extension. Control V, Control... Okay. So I should be able to just select it with this thing. And Control V, Control C. I mean the other way around, but that did work. Okay. That makes sense. Grimace purple. Yeah, no, the other color I was going for was better. Jesus Christ. Cool. Cool. Also, you know, everyone except for this guy, I guess. I bought it on Steam just now. All right. Our William Afton and Grimace collab TV. Cool. Let's now make some lines for the like speaker. Okay, yeah, that's aligned. That's good. And we can just select, right? And again, just Control C, Control V. It's a bit... Looks like a microwave right now. Oh no. I got rid of that. Hold on, let me learn some shortcuts here. I and G. So I and G. It does look like a microwave, not gonna lie. Also, not gonna lie, made this way too small. I mean, way too big. Feel like we can maybe just make it a little smaller on the top and bottom, like that. and then just GG. All right, so let me play with layers. Now that I know how to do this damn thing. Layer 2, which we will select and move under layer 1. And, well, this is what I'm going for, but is that the correct? White, yellow, blue, green. Literally the thing that I have on my, stream thingy. Except that one's HTML. Now I can make it pixel art. If I feel like it. Okay. So we want to use filled rectangle. White. Like that. Maybe too big. I can do measurements. Okay, hold on. Down there. It's 31 pixels. That's a great measurement right there. 103. And we have 7 colors. Jesus Christ. Okay, so 103 divided by 7 is 14.7. Amazing. So it needs to be like half this height. In other words, get the fuck out of here. $14? Are we sure? That's tiny. I didn't calculate that right, did I? Wait, which one is the... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. This is the width. I think. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so the width of my image is 91. Which is 13 pixels each. That's 13 pixels, okay. Okay, so that's white, then... That didn't work. Oh shit. What was the next color? Let's say it was green. Let's say the next one was like blue. And then the next color after that is like red. And then the next color after that is like another green. And the next color after that is pink. All right, now let me get the actual colors. I closed it, didn't I? Blue, green, pink, red, and darker blue. I actually kinda got the colors right. Not super accurate, but kinda. So this, can I? No, it selects the whole thing, damn it. Can you select just this? Yes. Okay. The green goes... It's blue, then green, then pink. Then this is supposed to be a darker blue. So that. All right. Somehow I got most of the colors right. Not sure how that happened, to be completely honest. Then we can copy and paste. We can make it smaller and put it here. Wait, I did something wrong here. Yeah, you skip one. Damn it. Now I merged those two colors. All right. Somehow it's turning out okay. And the rest are... This is a really bad image, by the way. Hold on, let me look at the one on my stream. We're just gonna wait for it to change, I guess. No, the red is not needed there. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't need to delete it, but eh. Can you please stand by? Like, stop showing that and show the other thing? I guess not. Alright. How long are we gonna be here, bro? There's an ad coming up in 3 minutes. You know what? You know what? Let me run the ad. Since there's an ad coming up in 3 minutes, and I guess we'll see it then. We'll see what it's supposed to look like. Alright, so I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Okay, we're back. Although, not much of a difference on what we're seeing on screen. Okay. I hope you all studied the screen during the ad, unless you were watching the ads. And now, this is still blue. Hold on, we need black. 1, 2, and the last one is actually white. Whereas then, for the bottom row, mine is different. It uses grayscale. Bah, whatever. Hoping I'm making it like mine. It uses grayscale on... Fuck, hold on. I'm watching to avoid studying. Well, sorry. I told you there's homework in this stream. Okay, maybe I didn't, but there's homework in this stream, okay? Don't I have it? Apparently not. I have it on this computer. Right? No, never mind. Let's go with Jester, you good? Hey, weirdo. Hi. What's going on with you? He's acting like there's thunder or something. He's like very cautious today. Is there a storm coming, boy? Alright, there we have it. Grimace TV. Maybe we'll paint like a... Damn it, wrong layer. Yeah, maybe we don't go with purple. Maybe not. Maybe fucking red. No. Let's not go with red. Like a reddish brown. Yeah, we got antenna and feet to put in still. Maybe some detail type stuff. But the Shift N for new layer. I keep repeating these shortcuts like I'm gonna remember them. Which I should. Oh, will I? Will the antenna even be visible? I feel like no, but who cares? Hold on. Let me redo that a little better. What the hell happened there? Alright, there we go. Okay. Cool. And the legs. The legs. Oh, there's symmetry modes probably. I didn't want it to be symmetrical, but yeah, maybe I should. Let me see. Oh, no, that's not what I meant by symmetry mode. God damn it. Oh. Wait, these are the options for tiling. Why did they come up when I search for it's 1 pixel to the side. Oh wait. Hold on, there's a fix for that. What was the eyedropper? I. And the pencil is B. Alright, there we go. Then we make it gray and we just... Yeah. Just try to make it straight. I feel like the antenna are very small for this TV. It says very small for this big ass TV. Hold on, that's not right. Can I select all 3 layers and move all of the... Yes, I can. Did I keep that symmetrical? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, back to layer 3. Back in gray. Still looks small, to be honest, but I think it's fine. Because maybe I can make it bigger if I make it like this. Yeah, it's better. Although it being symmetrical is, to admit, not the best. Nearly as long. Yeah, I know, it's supposed to be way bigger than this. Should I just... Okay, let me shift it a little bit more. The whole thing, the whole thing. Alright, like that. And at the very least, if I don't use symmetry, like, erase some of that. Wait, I did that on layer 1? Shit. Hold up. There. Feels a little better. Makes it looks like it's tilted without it actually being tilted. Now we don't have a whole lot of space for the legs. So they're gonna have to be small. Let's see how that goes. Still on layer 3. Same color, but a little bit darker. Symmetry mode is back on the menu. Is that purple? Hold on, let me turn off night shift. Because that's not helping my... Yeah. Why was I doing stuff with night shift? Besides, you know, my eye problems. Okay, actually, it's too thick. Should delete at least 1 layer of that. Okay, but color-wise it looks okay. I want to change those buttons. Now that I'm looking at them like this. Yeah, this is no longer okay. Can we do... Bro, wrong layer. Oh! Why does that paint that? I want you to just paint this and this, but not... Hold on, deselect everything. Why does it select this with that? I don't get it. What's going on in layer 1 here? It just looks like this. Is it because of the symmetry? Seems like it. Alright, darker colors might look better. Where did I draw? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. I don't know about a TV table. Because then I'm gonna have to figure out what happens when the TV is on top of the table and you possess the TV but not the table. You know, so let's not do that. Let's maybe not do that. It's a standing TV. Right? Totally. This is what standing TVs look like. Not really, but whatever. Flying TV, standing table. Fair. Alright, I did see most of these have some little bit of shading, which we would probably want to have. You know, even if it is something like this, something simple like that. Oh yeah, definitely want to have that. It gives it a little bit of depth. Um, let's say we'll see about the table. It might just be that the TV just goes on the floor. Maybe they can't afford a table yet. They're moving in, you know? Yeah, I'm not so sure about the shading on this side like that. Should I do it on the whole thing, maybe? Let me try. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. All right, let me keep it how it is and maybe I'll just change it back. Let me do the same thing for the buttons. They're absolutely atrocious right now. I hate them. Wait, how do I draw an ellipse? Probably here. Yeah, like that. Just absolutely fucking not. I'm going for some very basic type of shading. We're not going for anything super complicated. I feel like I saw more before. Now they mostly don't have shading. But I was looking here. What? What's going on this damn website? Damn. Alright, never mind. Let's free ball it. Let's not do that. God, I wish I remembered anything about shading. Other side than darker? Might be. That's why I'm looking for reference. But I saw them before. Where are they? Where did they go? There were some that had some pretty interesting shading. Now I lost them. This is what it would look like if the TV was actually standing, but yeah, we'll see. What the hell, bro? This kinda? Let's try to replicate that. Hold on. Alright, so they're doing like a darker shade of this on this side of the button. Followed by a either way lighter shade of this or straight up grayscale color. I feel like that makes more sense, yeah. But maybe even without that. Damn it. Maybe even if I just do it like this, it looks good. They lack depth. Those buttons lack depth, 100%. I feel like the buttons are definitely gonna need some shading on the inside because everything looks somewhat shaded except for the buttons themselves. Come on, reference. Come on, reference. This one's somewhat... Not really, but a little bit. Yeah. Not seeing anything that's like I want it. Yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna keep drawing and deleting until it looks half decent. What's the eraser? E. I also should have put the shading on its own layer. So that's like not really helping. No, wait, what did I do? Oh shit. Oh, okay. Okay, I feel like we're kind of going somewhere with this. Operating system developer tries art for the first time. What happens if I just do the whole damn thing? Instead of shying away from it. It looks even worse. I cannot find a way to make these buttons look good. Damn. They got me. They got me. The buttons got me. Let me move on to something else and maybe come back to it. Is there any level of transparency? Not really. Because I wanted to have like some glare on the TV, but wait, is there opacity to the layer maybe? Also, I think not. Or maybe? What is this? No, that's not opacity. Never mind. Never mind. We're good. All right, we're back to you. No, wait. There she is. What was that? No, wait, what? Oh, I pressed W. I don't even know what to do with this damn button. Literally one thing left to finish this TV, and it's that. Oh, wait. I also wanted to round its corners, which I didn't do. Maybe even just the top ones? No, all of them. That's good. That's good. I was also supposed to do that to the corners of this, which I can still do. Let's say 5 pixels. Like that. It doesn't look like there is a layer opacity. But I guess it would make sense for there to be a layer opacity. Damn it. That went over into this. Wait. That corner is smaller. I think. Yes, yes, it was. Now if I hide layer 2, see that also, you're supposed to be black. There we go. All right, so that's what our TV looks like. Till it. Good, 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 good. Right click a layer. Let me see. Properties. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, what's on layer 4? Just that, right? Okay, so. This feels like. No, okay, it's there, it's there. Yeah, I don't know which one would be better for this. That's too normal for now. We can change it after. All right, we have the contour tool, which can help us do something like glare, which a lot of these TVs have. So even something like this, that's just a very tall ellipsis. Let me do it on this side and then move it. Not, just this. Damn it, I said just this. Why are you moving the whole thing? Ugh. I don't get it. I only have this selected. Why is it moving the whole thing? No, no, no. Alright, if I move the selection itself, it's good. And then... What color did I make the damn thing? It's black. Alright. There is a very subtle glare, but you can't really see it. Damn. Analog pixel art. Interesting. This is the one that has shading. The only one that has shading. Somehow. Okay, so. Now I really want to like get this right. What if I do this? This? Hello? Why can't I draw on layer 1? What? Oh, I have the selection, okay. I hate him more. Or less. I can't really tell. I think more. It feels less symmetrical. Oh lord. Fucking pixel art. Hold on. You know what we're gonna do? When in doubt, start over. Square buttons this time. Whoops. Maybe a different color though. Alright, layer 4, it's your turn to be erased with E. And we're doing it over. I just can't get these buttons to look right. Alright, that looks better. That looks better. Okay, yes. Yes, 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 yes. This is working. This is definitely working. Yes. Yes, that's good. Now, if we go a little bit. That's not a little bit. Like that. Exactly. Exactly like that. That's exactly what I'm going for. There we have it. I'm not entirely sure where this this shadow should end. It's not super precise, but wait, selection. I mean, it works, but like it's too separated. But this is 1 pixel. You can't make it like half a pixel, so it's not really an option. But okay, it made our TV a little bit better. And if you look at it so far, you can't really notice it. But I think the bottom one looks better, so I do that, and oh, maybe I make it all around. No, not all around. Like that. I think that's okay. It gives them a little bit of depth. Which then should also be given to that and that. Okay. Feels decent. Yeah. Yeah, no, have a bad, yeah. That feels decent, yeah, of course. Yeah. You know, yeah. Yeah. Also, I want layer for the TV completely off. Okay, all of a sudden I like the way that it looks. It having a dash of shading actually looks good. That makes it look like the screen is entirely coming out for whatever reason. When really it was supposed to look like it was like, you know, not flat. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. Hey, Grueling Pine. Not doing any programming for the first time on stream, actually. I just realized that. Pretty interesting. Not half bad, I would say. Alright. Do we have? Why is my OBS glitching like crazy? Alright. Alright, it's fixed. It's fixed. Okay, we have our first pixel art asset. Our pixel asset. Pixel art set. Where am I trying to go with that? What folder is this? Oh, because we're in Steam. Okay. No, damn it, I selected the wrong name. Okay. So I wanted a what? An ACE file? I assume? For saving the actual project? Hold on. It probably had an extension and now I lost it. So just sprite 001. So it's ACE file. Okay. So that saved it as a ACE file. Okay, that's good. Now we'll need to export it as a bump. Please allow me to export the bump. No. All frames. No, but hold on, because I want layer 2 gone. Or do I want to create an animation? You would have to convert it. It's not really just changing the No, an animation is not really what I want to do. I just want to have like the two versions of it so I can switch between the states. But let's begin with this and then bother with that later on. That's not really worth it. I guess export a style sheet, a sprite sheet, I mean. No, not really. All right, just export as, oh, you mean here, change it as B2BMP. Let's see if that works. Where did I save it? Oh, just in case. TV BMP. Okay, relative to the file asset. That's good. Export. Yeah, it doesn't support layering. That's okay. Whatever format does support layering, I don't when I read the format, so we're good. Okay. TV.bmp. Here you are. It's along with this and this incredible assets right there. It's gonna look amazing. So, boop. The create object. That's a bit of an issue. I create a component. Like this for the object EID with the path provided. And that should work. If we now need to update these. Where are they? Oh, here, okay. Hold on, so now it's vector path color. Okay, so this is actually the TV. So the path is /resources /tv.bmp. Whereas this one, wait, fucking Swift. All right. Let's find out. Thus, this work. Please do. I don't want to have to write any code today. Fuck yeah, we have a TV. It's a little small, but it's there. All right, let's make it a little bigger. So its size right now is we're gonna make it a first off, it's a square. So it needs to be at the very least a 2x2. All right. Let's see what it looks like in my hands. Besides, you know, twice as big as the fridge. Y'all wanted the TV? Y'all want to check out the new TV? No, they didn't. All right. Not bad, not bad. First asset done. Cool, now we need to make like 50 more and we're done. So simple, so easy. All right, let's go with the fridge. The fridge is gonna be... What's the size of this one? Did I do 128? Yeah, 128. So the fridge is gonna be 128 in width and 256 in height. It's gonna be like that. We're gonna inspire it. Some of these very simple, very... Even something like this would be pretty simple. And we have to make sure to respect the same shading that I did in the goddamn calculator. That I did in the other asset. So all right. What's the color for this fridge gonna be? Black. Just pure black. No, let's go with like a pastel blue, like this one even. Yes, 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 yes. Something like this. Something like this might just work for the fridge. All right. Rounding corners immediately. I'm quite rounded. That's not super rounded. All right, that works. Yeah, right? Yes. I want it more rounded than this. Is there a corner radius option? Because that would be the best. No. Rounded corners. Draw circle. Start from the corner you want to round off. Alright, that... I guess we'll have to do it like that. Let me add that. Copy, paste. Okay. Alright. And then we're just going to go outside of the selection. And delete these pixels. Okay, doesn't it look absolutely amazing already? Okay. Line tool. Can make this a little bit wider. That's maybe too wide. I don't know. Yeah, definitely too wide. Oh, this is line tool. Hello, hello. Let's do one. Fill these in. There. There we go. All right. I like this kind of like monochrome type style they got going on here. So I can make the handles even darker. Opens that way. A little weird, but it might just work. All right. Fridge is easy to do, luckily. On top of this, I want to add another layer, which I think was done with Shift N, but I forgot. This layer I want to make not 100% opaque. And then I want to use lighter versions of these colors to perfection. That is perfect, actually, to shade them. Damn it. There we go. Doesn't this fridge look like it just keeps your food just absolutely fucking cold? I think it's just perfect. Although, this is a bit too high. Two pixels, my brother. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. A little bit like that. A little bit like over here. No, we're good. Yeah, I know I can export animations. It's just that I can't import them, so I'm okay with the way that it works right now. Do we want to have... Yeah, I think so. Damn it. You kind of support sprite sheets. Yeah, that I do. And more so it's a matter of I don't want to figure it out right now. The animation system is on the list to be worked on. Sprite animation and compositing. So, next time, apparently. Eesh, that's absolutely horrifying. Feel like that goes too far. All right. The handles also need... It's a bit too dark to even notice it. The game lets you hunt these objects to scare people out of a house. So these objects have to be, you know, nice and interesting. One pixel, please. Yeah, no, not like that, not like that. I think that works. Damn it. Line tool. Darker, darker, darker. Barely tell the difference. But it is there. There is a difference. So it's important that you know there is a difference. Alright, we have a fridge. Is it missing any crucial elements? This one doesn't have antenna, I think. Even back in the day, it didn't need antenna, so... Yeah, we're good. Alright, we'll save you as Frige. And we'll export you as frige dot bump. And we'll import you as frige. This is the bed. And twice as high on the Y as it is on the X. That's about right, but I think it was still a bit small, so let's like double its size and see how that goes. I feel like the scale is not quite there yet. Also, why are they floating? Oh, wait. Because the entire thing is floating. I never actually placed them on the ground, did I? At the very least, the fridge is not on the ground. My main resource? What does that mean? Alright, fridge is on the ground. Let's export that. Wait, what do you mean export spreadsheet? Yes, I want to override it. And then I want to open the TV Ace. And again, select absolutely all the layers, all of them. Move, oh shit. Is there a way to move it just in one direction, like with shift maybe, or? No, there isn't, but I still did it. So that's good. All right. That's our TV as well. There's an ad already. All right, I still made 2 assets in 1 hour, so that's not half bad. But time flies. All right, I forgot to turn the TV on. Damn it. But we're good. And yeah, I made this operating system from scratch. Image downscaling is not properly implemented or tested. Use at your own risk. That came up twice, but the sprite looked good, so I think we're good. It doesn't work for the ghost, but it works for this. Alright, there is an ad starting on Twitch, so I'll be back in 3 minutes. This time you don't have any homework. You don't have to study what this looks like, so we can replicate it. We'll be back when the ads are over. All right, we're back. I have to admit, I really like the way these buttons look now. So, happy the art is coming out somewhat decent. Let's go with the last of the current objects. And that is the bed. The bed, from the side, it's gonna be a hard one because there's only one reference picture that I saw that actually looks like what I want. This one. Not this. Definitely not this one. I'm not gonna lie, I misread it as bad pixel art. It says bad pixel art. Sorry to the person who made it. There's also this, but it's a bit too basic. Although, well, clearly I like the rounded corners. I think I've made that pretty clear. But, this is what my game would look like if I was competent at what I'm doing. Oh well, here's a full tutorial. Draw an Among Us sleeping. Add sticks to the corners. Add the detail and add color. The fact that that actually worked. Except for, you know, you erased the thigh gap over here. But besides that, pretty good. No, not like this. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna go with this one for reference. OS is already made. Kind of. It still needs a lot of improvements, but it's already made. Is it hard? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm the best programmer there. No, I'm kidding. It is hard, but it's not impossible. Especially nowadays, there's a lot of resources for that. Let's not pretend. All right. Bed is currently 2.5 and 0.4 in height. So it's like very, very small in its height. We're probably gonna make it a little taller. We're gonna make them, let's say 128 by 64. Yeah, no, 256 by 128. Let's give us some wiggle room here to work with. All right. So how do I draw the Among Us? That's unclear in this perspective. All right. It's not gonna be necessary. We'll just make a pillow. Yeah, pillow. That's a pillow, everybody. Obviously. You knew that, but yeah, just in case you didn't. I'm telling myself that. Because I'm insecure about my art, even though it's absolutely amazing. Alright. Let's do this one with layers, so I can edit them. So I have a feeling might need some trial and error for this one. Alright, so we're going with red, obviously. Chester. Hey, buddy. Isn't he an amazing carpet? Then let's add another layer. And that's gonna be the mattress, right? But the mattress goes at the very bottom, like that. And it wasn't supposed to go so far, so... Is this the best way? Is there a line erase tool by any chance? Don't think I saw one, but... There we go. Now we just gotta do this side. Try not to mess anything up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, and somehow I didn't erase a single pixel I wasn't supposed to erase. Beats me how I did that. Let's give it some legs. I do realize I would probably make it a lot easier for myself if I didn't make my pixel art just float in the middle of the canvas. But where's the fun in that? Also, as to why I keep calling it pixel art explicitly instead of just art, which is so clearly what it is. Alright, so this bed will wobble a little bit, so let's fix that on layer 4, I believe, which you can probably give the layers names. And I probably should do that, yeah. Let's go for it. Let's give him a little something something over here. For them lonely nights. Little reinforcement. For the not lonely nights. And fix that pillow, that's fucking atrocious. Oh wait, this is the hide button. Okay, I like the way it came out here, but not here. So... God damn it, wrong. Oh. That was 3 pixels. So... Screw it, we're starting over. Can't afford to mess this up. I gotta make it exactly 3 pixels. There we go. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna give some Ozempic to the pillow. Just like, maybe even just that. And make it a little bit less round. Not like that. Not like that. Like that? And then... Yeah, where am I going with this? Not so sure about this one. I mean... Yeah, right? Totally. That looks like a pillow. In Crazy Land. Anyway. What's layer 2 is the blanket. And for the blanket, we're going to use a little bit darker color over here to separate like the top of it. From yeah, that looks good. Absolutely fucking amazing. Ready to be hired at Minecraft, I guess. I may be ready to be hired. They may not be ready to hire me, but that's okay. That's alright, you guys. I get it. I can wait. That totally looks... This art doesn't look anything like the other one I made. The other ones look good. The shit just looks atrocious. Well, first off, the mattress is like a meter high. So that's not great. Second, the pillow is still just a square. There's like no separation between the pillow and the bed frame. Maybe prop the pillow against the headrest. Let me see the pillow by itself. It looks like that now. Can we try something? Like just erasing part of it? Like that? See, like that? Bring you guys back. Alright. So I should be able to now move the pillow by itself, right? Also, the top of the blanket is way too high. Like, it goes above the pillow. It's just, like, floating. So that's not helping. Let me fix that before I change the pillow. Alright, surgical fucking precision right there. Now it doesn't look as bad anymore. If I put some shading onto the pillow so that it contrasts against the mattress, it might look better. Like that, you know? No, obviously not like that, but actually, yeah, no, that pillow is absolutely atrocious. Whew. Yeah, a lot of them draw the pillow like... Oh, look at this one. Yeah, just kind of propped up against the thing. That gives it a bit of contrast. So we just... how about we duplicate the pillow? So we keep this one as a backup. And we edit this one. Just like cut out a big chunk of it. And then add in a big chunk of it. That looks... It's like a pillow after you've been using it for so long that it just loses its shape and it just becomes like this blob. I don't know where I was going with that one. Damn it, we just need to learn to draw Among Us eyes. Yes, the guy just made it very simple, but we're going for slightly more detail than this. To be fair, the inspiration doesn't have a whole lot of pillow going on. This one does, but it's also not super pillowy. to be honest. That's not really helping. But I might just have to prop the pillow up. Can I rotate by any chance? Can I do like crazy transform shit on this? I feel like that would be the easiest thing to do. What's this tool, by the way? Jumble and blur. Oh, you can blur? There we go, censored pillow. And you can jumble. Alright, till we get a normal shape on the pillow. We'll just let it randomly rearrange the pixels until we have a pillow. Looks good to me. Alright, I might just keep the pillow the way that it is. Not complicate it too much. Make the blanket maybe a little bit bigger. The blanket is still going over the pillow, which shouldn't. Absolutely should not do that. Damn it. Or maybe it should by just one. But then this part should be dark. That looks weird. I prefer the way that it looked before. Kind of like that. I guess that works if you look at it not super close and look at the pillow that definitely needs to be replaced. They definitely need a new pillow, but I think, like overall, I think it's okay. I just hate that pillow. I just hate the damn pillow. Alright, let me try again with the pillow one more time. I did say I was probably gonna need multiple tries for this one. I explicitly meant the pillow. Alright, pillow color. Hide the old one. Yeah, I feel like that just looks better. If you make it like this and then put it like under the mattress, it's definitely better. It's not incredible, but it's definitely better. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I think that makes a lot more sense. Alright. Yeah. Sure, what the hell? Just gonna shade it a little bit now. Throw some shade. No, not like that though. Like this. Yeah, it looks a little weird, but... Oh, I forgot this is not the line tool. That needs to be dark. Hmm. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know. This feels weird. I don't hate it. It just feels a little weird. That feels better. And that feels even better. All right, that's good. That's good. So then we want to darken. We want to do the opposite on this side. L. There we go. That's the L. I feel like when I did the shades for the other ones, I didn't leave a gap. Whereas here, the gap looks weird as fuck. Yeah. Absolutely fucking not leaving a gap. Nope. All right. I don't like it. Like at all. Not even a little bit. Starting with the fact that a large part of the shading I probably want to get rid of. Bro. Oh, you don't even have to do layer opacity. Opacity was here the whole time. Damn. Just now saw that. It's okay. I don't hate it anymore. So that's good. I think what I do hate is that the mattress is completely white. It should be a little bit darker than that. The white is too perfect. That's too gray though. Maybe with a slight tendency towards blue. Just very, very slight. Very slight. Like that. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I don't love the way the bed looks. At all. But to start, I'm also not entirely sure what I'm doing shading for when there's not even lights in the game, but that's just to make the art look good. Let's face it, half of why it looks half decent is the shading itself. Also, that pillow is still too flat. Oh my god. Is it layer 1? Somehow it is. All right. That's better. I guess. It's better. We're going to export it as bed.bump. That's it. Game should already be prepared for it. Absolutely not. That is so tiny. All right. I mean, it's there. Sure. It needs to be taller than that. Oh. It's still so tiny. Let's say 6x3. Bed should be big. Ow. Goes a little bit beyond where it should. But that's about right in terms of size. Feels weird to do a stream without coding. And yet... Alright, look at that. Absolutely incredible. Let's wait for our tenants to move in. This feels like one of those home renovation shows. I don't think they like it. Look at their faces. Oh, they're going to the fridge though. They like it. They like the fridge. Alright, I'm taking the fridge away, guys. Wait, why can I only move in one axis? What the hell did I break now? I'm taking the TV. And there he goes. He's trying to get to the TV. Alright. There's bugs in this game. Bugs that TBH. It is not today's job to fix them. I mean, don't feel like that sentence made sense, but I think you understood what I'm trying to say. Today is not the day we fix those. Today instead, we're going to make a... We'll probably need some more props at some point or another, but we're gonna make some rooms for them. So at the very least, features or bugs? Could be both. I'll want to put the TV downstairs most likely. I'll want to put the 3 beds, 1 in each room. I'll want to put the fridge in the kitchen, which is gonna go in the let's say, you know what, let's just do it. Now we don't have I was gonna say a bed editor. We technically have a bed editor. We just don't have a level editor. So I have to manually place these, which is not exactly the best. I don't want to make an entire level editor just for this. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do in this case. I guess this'll do. All right. Let's begin with the beds. Since they're already in a good place, but is the formula for a bed? Alright, I know what I can do. No, never mind. I don't need to do that. That's over engineering. I can make a function to create a bedroom specifically. But let's just see how this works first. Okay, I feel like the padding wasn't needed. This damn ghost moves too slow now. Up until, when was the last stream? Monday? He used to move fast, but then I realized I was calling all my systems to update the game logic twice every frame, so that's why he used to run fast. Now we'll want him to actually go a little faster than he currently does, so I'll have to actually change the game logic for that here. Make it at least like twice as fast and a little bit more acceleration, but not twice. Alright, that feels better. Maybe if I have time, I don't. I don't fucking want to do that. I have time, but I don't want to do that. I was gonna say maybe if I have time, I'm gonna add a zoom feature. But again, I do have time. I just don't want to do that because yeah, I don't feel like it, essentially. And because I would need to reload the images every time that the zoom changes. Not an incredible thing. Maybe. If we have extra time by the end of the month, before the end of the month. Sure. But not a priority. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Oop. And for that matter, each bedroom is going to have its own person in it. So they start at different places, because right now they all start in the exact same place, and that's not great. Okay. That doesn't make any sense, actually. The room index x gets multiplied by the room size x. Except this one doesn't have an X, it has a 0. The same thing happens on the 1 or Y axis. And that gives us the room location. So now instead of calling these, I just call, whoop, almost deleted the fridge there. I can just call create bedroom. And I should be able to specify 0, 0. Can I do it like that? No, not really. Can I do it by specifying that it's an... Yes. Okay. 1 and 2. So the top rooms are bedrooms. Or the middle rooms are bedrooms. Right, so that should create a room with this location. And then... Actually, funnily enough, this is the room index multiplying the room size. So the room location. And on the y-axis, I want you to be at the room location y plus the room size. All right, and then the human is also going to be created at, let's say, the foot of the bed. So that would be here. And then the human has a size of how much? 2. So -8. -9. Let's say, let's leave some gap in between. And then room y location plus the room size. That should create 3 humans in 3 different locations. But since I don't want them to move, I want to see them moving by themselves. I mean, I don't want to see them moving by themselves. So I'm not going to give you this component. And I'm also not going to give you any of these. Or this one. So they shouldn't move. They shouldn't do anything. Please don't crash the program. Looks good. All right, they're downstairs. All right, so that's wrong. And they're nowhere to be found. I mean, it's kind of right. They're just nowhere to be found. And I might have... Okay, let me give you this one back. Just take out their AI. Should be enough. And then check in their logic. In terms of location, yeah, this is twice as much. That was the problem. All right, there you are. Now, as to why they're floating. Probably don't need to add this. No, that's not it. Is this not needed anymore? No, it should be. Does it? I think it also needs to account for the padding. Yep. All right. Look at them. Each in their own bedroom. How absolutely incredible. What else? Let me do the same thing for the living room. Exact same thing. So for now, the living room is just gonna have a TV, nothing else. I'm gonna have to add more objects, but honestly, now is not the time for that. And to this, we just add the room location.x and .y. And we'll place that one in the bottom floor. First room on the left. So that leaves, because the kitchen is gonna be the last on the left. So okay. Is that it? Have I created a very, very minimalistic, very bare bones map with a total of 5 objects in it and 3 people? He's there. She's there. He's wrong. But he's there. Alright, Fridge. What's wrong with you? The fridge is trying to go to... I don't see how that's a problem. The fridge is trying to go to the room size plus the padding, which is like 1. Out of the room size, which is like... I don't know. 15, I believe. And... then I'm just adding the x plus 1. It's the same thing I'm doing in the living room, but I have a feeling that that's not working properly. I want to say because of the padding, but not really because of the padding. Because the fridge should be at the very beginning of the room. It ends up being at the very end of the room. That's not just the padding being wrong. Yeah, that's just not entirely... Oh. It's just because I'm stupid. Room index times room size gives me the end of the room. No. No, it doesn't. See, I told you all these tabs were useful. All right, we're here. This is 0, like room index 0 multiplied by 0 plus 1, so it would end up here. Index 1 multiplied by the room size plus the padding plus 1, we end up here. 2 times the room size, 2 times the padding, ignore the fact that the padding here is bigger, we end up here. I don't see what the problem is, kind of. Room index 0. Wait, let me check that I wrote the right value, because otherwise... Yeah, it looks good. No, it doesn't. Why did I write a 3 where it was supposed to be a 2? Beats me. Alright, the fridge is in its right place. The color is absolutely atrocious, by the way. I'm possessing your bed, buddy. I forgot they have no AI. So nothing's gonna happen. Alright, I want to see them with their AI on. I want to unleash them onto this world. And see what happens to them. Bet they're as excited as I am. Okay, we're gonna give these two some privacy. They're both sleeping in the same bed. Allegedly. Don't know where the other one went. Must have gone downstairs. Alright, one's coming downstairs. I love that they just float downstairs. That's... They're going to watch TV now. Both of them. The other one's gonna make a sandwich, probably. Yep. Alright, so their AI works. They even roam the house. I'm starting to feel the need for a zoom feature. Oh god. Speedrun? No. No, no, no. There's an ad coming up already. Somehow. I've been streaming for 3 hours. It's felt like 2 minutes. Not gonna lie, taking a little break from programming, doing a little bit of pixel art and stuff helped. Although now it makes the rest of the game like these guys look a little shittier, which they are. Let's face it. It's because they are. But I kind of want to keep the same style, and I don't want to do them today by any means. Maybe the weekend. Maybe Saturday. All right. There's an ad coming up on Twitch, so I'm gonna run that. I'm gonna see how difficult it would be to do a quick speed run of a zoom feature, and we'll be back after these messages. We're back. Wait, hold on. We're back. Maybe I should do that. Just have my little camera be on in a little TV screen. Hold on, that might be doable. All right, let me try. Because I got nothing better to do, apparently. So it would have to be like one without... Shit, all the transparency is all together. All right. And the layer had a transparency of 46%. Maybe even less. I think we're gonna need to take the layer out. Then we can export as a TV PNG. See, because OBS doesn't have the same restrictions as me. I exported it to the same folder, but that's okay. Pretty sure the it's not gonna be the same, but there it is. It's very small. I'm trying to put it. Hold on. Why won't you move? There we go. And now a little bit like that. A little bit like bigger. Crop out some of that. Put it here. All right. Feel like that looks like shit, but it's very hard to edit on such a small screen. Yeah, okay. It's a good start, except it's not rounded, but I don't think I can do anything about that. Can I? No, I can't. But I can do that. All right, let's not do that. Wait, how do you get it back to normal now? Wait, it's stuck like that now. No. Hold on. All right, we're good. Clearly didn't have a million other things to focus on. This is what I wanted to do. Right. I did say speed run of trying to implement zoom in the game. So far, so good. Fuck, I don't want to do this. Oh, but it feels so necessary. I keep instinctively trying to go for the zoom. So I feel like I definitely need it. Also, I barely even use the mouse. I don't think I've implemented anything that has to do with the mouse except for window drawing in the system, so. It would be nice. Although we don't even have a handler for that. Oh my god. Okay. We'll get there, we'll get there. Not sure how to do it even. The way that it is right now, in the main.c, we have the room size, which is... Oh, we have the camera scale, which simply indicates how many pixels represent one unit of the game. So, it shouldn't be impossible. It should be quite easy to do this. And then I'm not sure how to work with it. So how about we just print the mouse's value. See what that gives us. I'm scrolling, and it seems to be very sporadic. But this happens. So if I'm not mistaken, the format for the mouse is this byte for the movement on the right axis, this byte for the movement on the left axis, which would leave these two for clicking and the last one for scrolling. Let me try again. Um, yeah, I think so. I should be able to do, wait, hold on. 4. Oh, I, oh, okay. I already had something for that. Cool. I didn't need to do all that. Oh, wait, a negative? Yeah. Um, which is a value as a uint8. That didn't look like a uint8. Well, an int8. Although this might be padded by printf. I do think it's a uint8. Let me print it as a float and see what we got. Not quite what I was expecting. Right, it's divided by half of this. That value is still super low. Wait, what is the non-scaled value? Am I already... No, it's not working. Oh, it's 1 or -1, so you just convert that to a float. Is there no delta time in here? Holy shit, I just realized there's no delta time for this. And wait. Camera scale is a number of pixels. The name camera scale is already wrong. It should be called camera size. Which can then be multiplied by a camera scale starts at 1. With a minimum of 0.2 and a maximum of 2. And now wherever I use the camera size, which is the images are not going to resize for the time being. That's okay. I hope this makes sense. Here as well. And here as well. I'm not so sure about this at all. Everything looks right. Hey, oh shit, holy shit. I'm zooming in and out. But of course the sprites don't resize. But everything else does. Alright, speedrun achieved. It's not super smooth, to be honest, but it's there. Kinda nice. Alright, the sprites is the part that I really fucking hate. Because that means I need to resize the image every single time you change the scale. It fucking sucks as an idea, but all right. Okay, okay. The base image needs to be loaded, not resized. The resizing needs to happen whenever there is a zoom change, which, ugh. But oh well. Okay, there, and the other place was here also, where you just pass the path here, like that. Get rid of that. And I'll need to create a new component. Or no, a new system, I mean. Okay, resize sprites. EID, it's gonna take a sprite component, and it's gonna take a transform component, and it's gonna take a float delta time. That's it. And then the sprites scaled image is going to be the resize. Did I only create load image resized? I thought I created a specific function for resizing an existing image, but maybe I didn't. Oh, come on, please tell me I did. Rescale. Okay, not resize, rescale. Rescale image. Okay. With the sprite info width as the old width, the height as the old height, the transform size dot x multiplied by the camera multiplier, except this one uses the y. The old image is s base image. The new image, we need to give it a fuck. Oh, we're not keeping track of its size too. The new size is going to be this times uint 32. And we are just going to malloc for this scaled image size. And we're going to pass it to the rescaler to do that. Okay. There, we have a new system. Amazing. Love creating new systems. Should even be the first one to run. But it relies on... Wait, it doesn't rely on... It relies on the zoom changed variable. So... Zoom changed true. Else zoom changed false. And zoom changed is an extern. Alright. So, I'm kind of relying on this logic being called before the other one. Otherwise, we're screwed. Yes, okay. So, first, it's going to mark that we've changed the zoom. Then here, the system is going to pick it up, update all the sprites. Then, next loop, if you don't change the zoom again, it doesn't get changed again. Please work, for the love of God. Nah. Absolutely fucking incredible work right there. Yeah, that didn't really work. Oh, did it? Yeah, they're just encrypted. Don't worry about it. Oh. Well, to be fair, the zoom never changes. So they should be straight up drawing null pointers. Which I'm not entirely sure how you're doing. Also, it's just not being updated. I mean, camera scale is being picked up as an extern by this. So I also expect you to pick up its zoom changed as an extern. Well, not as a fucking float. I can tell you that much. But also, when we first run the game, we have to mark zoom changed. Otherwise, yeah, that's gonna fail. Or put that there. So if the image has a null pointer, then it knows that it needs to re-render. I think that kind of worked. It worked for a bit until it didn't. I want to say, yeah, that worked. It's just that, you know, downsizing doesn't work. Use at your own risk. There's a reason I put that message there. There's also a reason I left the original resizing code commented out here, so I could use it as reference, because I feel like I'm gonna need to understand what the fuck is going on. Alright, the new size is the size of the object times x and the camera size, which is now the camera size times the camera scale. Hey, that looks kind of sus, to be honest. No, that's good. And the new height is the size on the y-axis times the camera multiplier. Whereas the old width of the image based off of the base image onto the scaled image I have to make absolutely sure that I'm loading the images with the original size. I am. Yo. FF27, that's a pixel. That's a use after free error or something like that. It's funny how you live enough time without debuggers and you learn to debug yourself. And eventually it crashes. You can almost make him look good. And then you can make him crash. What in... Oh, okay. Let's okay, put some prints here. Multiplier is 1. And the 46 is the number of pixels. So that should be correct. The original image is... Maybe I want to print this just to make sure that it's a solid value. Yeah, those are valid values. So 64 gets resized up to 70. Yeah, that looks about right. At this point, we don't even have anything weird happening. Really need to look into like explicitly converting between types when printing, because it's kind of annoying that it tells you that it's 0 when it's not. Uses the wrong width for display? Yeah. 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 That's it. Here it's using the width and height, the original width and height of the image info. Whereas in reality, I want it to use this scaled info. And then, of course, I want to use that one to render sprites, not the original. I mean, from the way that it looks, pretty obvious that that was the problem, but still happening. Still happening. W and H are now calculated from the scaled info width, scaled info height. Still the exact same thing is happening. Could be that the info is still used somewhere else. Because they are being resized correctly. Some of them are being downsized. Which we're not getting a warning for, but maybe that warning was in load image, not in the other thing. Oh. Here, that's the stride, actually. Yep. Yep. Hey, one of them straight up disappeared. I think it crashed. Wait, that was a really weird crash. Nothing happened, it just froze. Even if there was an infinite loop in the game. Yeah, one guy disappears. But hey. Oh, he's back. No, one guy's just gone. Why can't I see him anymore? Not sure what's happening to him. Also, the zoom is way too extreme. Like, this is crazy. Not half bad though. That was relatively easy to implement. Alright, this is now the smallest. Yeah, what's wrong with this dude? It's just invisible. And everyone's trying to be the ghost in this damn game. I don't... Yeah... Clearly his sprite is the first one. Alright, we'll need to implement layers to make that issue go away. Kind of. But I think that's it for today. That was more programming than I was intending to do. So, not bad. I enjoyed doing the pixel art. I'm gonna have to do some more, obviously, because, well, there's still only 3 objects in the game. But, like I said, that's a task for the weekend. That's a task for when I want to relax a little bit. Take it easy, not have to code. Not to do all that stuff. Still gotta create a whole input system for the game. Yeah, now they're nice objects. There's 3 objects, but they're nice. They look very nice. Especially the buttons on the TV. Quite proud of how they look. Quite proud of how they look. Somewhat. I'm not super happy with them, but they look good. Fridge. I could have gone with maybe some more noticeable highlight colors for the fridge. But I'm not super happy with. I guess it's okay. But yeah, looking good. Map and art and assets. They're done. Obviously, there needs to be more objects and more assets. Otherwise, you know, technically done, but we need to do it better. Then there's sprite animations and compositing, but I think layers should come first. I think layers is a more important thing because we're seeing that they're kind of an issue. After which we have audio and sound effects. Already noticing that, you know, with the AI being in different rooms, acting in different ways, we're able to see them do better. They act more like I expect them to act. A little bit more variety to it, so that's pretty nice. Although I didn't try haunting them. But let's leave that for Friday. Because I'm a little tired today and I don't want to... I'm scared of doing it and finding out that it's broken. Mostly. Also, there's only 3 objects and the humans can now go between the rooms. Or there's only... Well, no, there's more than 3 objects. There's 5 objects now, but they can go between the rooms. So that means that it would be very easy for them not to see the object that's being possessed. So until we have more objects in the game, not really much of a point to having to testing out the hunting in any significant manner. But the game is coming together quite fast. Took me 2 weeks, so not bad. Still got all of these things to do. These 2 are optional. Especially the last one. Kinda this one too. But yeah. This is important, and so is this. So, we'll get to those. But, for the time being, that is it for today's stream. So I want to thank everyone who joined. Don't know what else. That's about it, really. I'm gonna link my Discord in case anyone is interested in joining. I usually post information about when the next stream is gonna be, although the next stream is gonna be scheduled on Friday because I'm literally only free to stream on Friday. So no surprise streams in between, but I usually announce if there's anything important I need to say. I'm gonna try not to work on the game off stream because the whole point is to do it on stream, and I'm doing fine time-wise. I have plenty of time to do the things that I need to finish, so I probably will continue doing like some more art related things on stream. So I'm not gonna be doing that, you know, on my own. Instead, I'm going to be working on the system on my own. I will be posting updates about that, and as well as announcing them at the beginning of the stream. Be safe. Don't date ChatGPT. For the love of God. Do not engage in erotica with ChatGPT, which I realize makes no sense to anyone who joined the stream past its first 10 minutes, but that is a thing that you can now do with ChatGPT, so please don't do that. Same for character AI, which is, to my understanding, you've been able to do that for quite a while. And I will see you on Friday at 8:30 p.m. CEST, same time as today, 7:30 UK time, and you can translate from that. Also, in about 2 weeks, a week and 2 days, I believe. I haven't checked the calendar, but I believe daylight savings ends or starts, whichever one. Which means that my streaming schedule is gonna change. I might start streaming earlier. And to anyone for whom the time doesn't change, it probably will change, but I haven't decided yet. I'll talk more about it next week, I guess. For now, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys on Friday.